Hello G and welcome to this new video. And in this video, we'll be taking one mock-up interview. So I've invited one candidate who has 3 years of experience in Power BI and SQL. So I have asked her the questions of Power BI and SQL. Hope you like this video. Please comment your answers, how you will answer those questions in the comment box, and also please subscribe uh, to the YouTube channel, because I've seen that 90% of people are just watching the videos. But if you haven't subscribed the channel, then the next video will not come to you in your feed. So that's a YouTube algorithm. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel. It will motivate me to create more videos like this and to help you guys in your data analytics journey. Okay, so please watch this video till the end and comment your answers also, and if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please comment in the chat box. Okay, and for the next video topic, you can also comment in the comment section. Thank you, and let's see the video. Hi Vaishnavi, thank you for coming in this mock-up interview. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hi Rajat, hope you're doing well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm Vaishnavi. I have around 3 years of experience working in Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I'm working in LTI Mindtree.
Mm-hmm.
So I have experience working in Power BI, Power Automate, and SQL as well.
Okay. 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 So can you walk me through one of the projects, like last project, what you have done in Power BI, and maybe what other tools you have used in that project?
Sure. So in my recent project, I have
Mm-hmm.
actually worked for one of the leading manufacturing companies
Okay.
where we are building Power BI dashboards.
Mm-hmm.
Along with that, I have worked for creating Power Automate flows, which is
Okay.
basically used to automate your manual tasks.
Mm-hmm.
Along with that, in the backend, I have worked on SQL,
Okay.
writing views for the Power BI
Mm-hmm.
inputs. So yeah, basically this was what I worked on.
Okay. So what all KPIs you have created? What all KPIs are there in the Power BI reports?
So in the project I've worked on creating KPIs like
Mm-hmm.
sales KPI, um, or any count like
Mm-hmm.
major counts,
Okay.
sales, and any mm,
Okay.
average kind of KPIs.
Okay. So can you explain me one of the dashboard?
Yeah. So one of the dashboard which I had created was
Mm-hmm.
a huge dashboard, and which was major for the client. It
Okay.
had around 4 million of records.
Okay.
So for that, the main thing for that dashboard which we had created was incremental refresh, because it was
Mm.
a very huge dashboard with
Okay.
4 million of records. Refresh was a kind of problem.
Okay.
For that, we had developed incremental refresh, where basically it is used for refreshing only the latest data,
Mm-hmm.
which will reduce your resource utilization and also
Okay.
fasten the process of refresh in services.
Hmm.
So it
Is it
had
in
around 8 years of data. Oh, sorry.
it's in import mode or direct query mode?
It is in live connection,
Okay. So you
because
are
we had directly
using the cube.
connected to semantic model we had connected.
Okay.
And since
Mm-hmm.
it had 8 years of data,
Mm-hmm.
and all the eight are important, we used to only refresh those partitions when there would be a change in the data.
Okay. Okay.
So this was main feature I developed in the report I was working.
Okay. So what are the challenges you face in this report?
Majorly it is the data itself, because it is huge
Hmm.
data. Sometimes it used to fail a
Hmm.
lot of times.
Okay. And you're using star schema Snowflake?
A star schema.
Okay. Why you have chosen this star schema? Any particular reason?
So obviously there are a star schema is better than snowflake schema because the
Hmm.
structure is quite simple compared to snowflake schema,
Okay.
and also the process of data retrieval is easier in star schema when compared to snowflake schema. We'll have only one fact table and multiple dimension tables through which
Hmm.
we can easily fetch the data. But if it's
Hmm.
snowflake schema, we can
Hmm.
have dimension tables are connected to further dimension tables, so
Hmm.
which will be difficult to extract data and time
Yeah.
taking process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know the difference between normalized and denormalized data?
uh, I have quite a little idea.
Okay.
So
So in star schema, it's normalized or denormalized?
in star schema, I think it is normalized.
Okay. Are you
I'm not
sure?
sure. No, I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Okay. So in star schema, it's yeah, basically denormalized. And when we normalize, it's we divided the tables into more dimension tables. So in Snowflake, it's normalized. That's why it's taking
Okay.
too much time to retrieve the data in Snowflake, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's move on to like what all transformation you have done in Power Query.
I've worked on few transformations like merge,
Hmm.
append,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
then adding custom columns with
Okay.
examples, pivot columns
Okay.
and pivot columns.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pivoting and unpivoting. Okay.
Mhm.
In Power Query, like what's the difference between merge and append?
So merge will basically, add columns based on a similar joining conditions.
Okay.
So and then append is used to add rows, um,
Hmm.
horizontally.
Hmm.
Merge is used to add vertically
Okay.
the columns.
Okay. So what type of merge we have in Power BI? So
We
basically, what
have
type of joins we have in Power
uh,
BI?
it can
Hmm.
be left outer join, left joins and
Hmm.
right joins and inner joins.
Okay. And have you worked with anti joins, left anti join, right anti joins?
I have not heard, but I know it's just the opposite of left
Hmm.
join, which will just
Okay.
not take the matching columns between.
Okay. Okay. Have you used bookmarks in your report?
Yes.
Okay. So how
Uh,
you have used it? Can you tell me the use case?
yeah. So bookmarks is basically used to save the current state of the report. So
Mm-hmm.
now we are changing from um, like how do I tell? Suppose I have a visual which
Mm-hmm.
shows about sales people,
Hmm.
and suppose I have to show it about products related with the same columns.
Hmm.
So I can create like two buttons, and
Okay.
using the navigation
Hmm.
as bookmark, I
Hmm.
can save the state of the report and change it to a different state. Like products is one bookmark and salesperson is like other bookmark. So we
Okay.
can change along with the visuals and
Hmm.
slicer selections, whichever we have created. So we'll go back to the same state again without,
Hmm.
again going back. It's like default page.
Okay. Like in the modeling, we have like single direction filters and bidirectional, right?
Hmm.
So why we have two in Power BI? Do you know the difference between single and bidirectional? If we do the bidirectional in the model, what will happen in the visual side?
Hmm. Uh, so single direction is basically the flow of data in only one direction.
Hmm.
Bidirectional will happen in both the directions,
Hmm.
but using bidirectional will lead to duplicates,
Okay.
and it is not a good thing to use bidirectional cross filtering.
Okay. Okay. And have you like worked on this many to many relationship in Power BI? Have you solved that
Um,
issue? Have you find any issue in many to many?
Many to many will also lead
Hmm.
to duplicates if we have
Okay.
many to many relationships.
Hmm.
So good practice is to use um, one to many or many to one.
Okay. So if you have like many to many, how you will solve that?
We can create a dimension tables if I'm not wrong.
Okay. So
Or
in that dimension, in that yeah, in that table, what you will put? So for example, so you have many to many between two tables. How you will solve that? You will create one table in between, right?
mm,
So in that table, what you will put? How you will join between those two tables?
uh, so whatever is in the fact table, a
Hmm.
part of it can be like, suppose we have sales data.
Okay.
So in sales, we might have even customer related details.
Hmm.
So with about customer details, which can be used as a dimension, we can put it in the in between table. If I'm not wrong, I'm not
Okay,
completely.
so maybe yeah,
Yeah.
what we can do is we can create some unique keys, and then with that unique key we can join these two tables. Okay, so let's move on to the DAX. So what all DAX you have calculated in Power BI?
So I have worked on few basic ones like sum,
Hmm.
count,
Hmm.
total YTD, total
Okay.
MTD, dates YTD, calendar auto
Okay.
functions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between same period last year and parallel period?
Okay, so same period last year um, will give
Hmm.
you the values, but only you can go 1 year behind.
Okay.
But parallel period last year will give you will calculate the function and give you values, but we can move forward or backward using the interval.
Okay.
How many ever months or years we
Hmm.
want, you can go
Hmm.
forward and backward.
Okay. Have you ever created like a percentage total index? So for example, it will not depend on the slices we are selecting. So we need the percentage total. So for example, I have three categories, right? A, B, C, and A, B, C have sales like 100, 200, 300, right? So I want that for product A, how much percentage it is contributing to the total, right? You got the question right. So for example, A have like 100, and 100, 200, 300, how much it is? 600. So 100 divided by 600 I want in a row. How you will do that? Percentage of total index.
So you want me to tell the DAX function we will write?
Yeah, just tell me the logic.
Percentage of.
Category wise percentage I want. Because if you put like if you put sum and then divided by
Mm.
total will not, the sum will not come, right? You need to change the filter context of the total, right? Every time, because we want the total to be fixed, correct? So how you will create the total? That's
We
the
can't
main
use
logic here.
divide function.
We can use divide function, that's for sure. Divide, then you want that sum of sales,
Hmm.
right?
Divided by the.
Total,
Oh.
how you will calculate the total, because I don't want the filters to affect the total, right?
We can use all function to remove the filters.
Yeah, yeah, okay, got it. Okay, so let's move on to the security. So have you implemented RLS or OLS in your reports?
Yeah, RLS I have implemented. So it's
Okay.
basically used to restrict the access of users.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How you have implemented that in your report?
uh, Basically, in managed roles in Power BI desktop, we
Hmm.
set up the using DAX formulas or anything we set up, and then
Hmm.
we publish it into the Power BI service
Okay,
where we
so like
can create
you
reports.
have implemented dynamic RLS or static RLS?
Dynamic RLS.
Okay, how it is? How you have implemented? What filter you have put?
Uh, so we had a column called email addresses. So we
Hmm.
used to take the UPN, and
Hmm.
based on UPN, user principal name function, we
Okay.
used
Hmm.
to filter it out and then.
So through the user principal name, you are comparing with the email IDs which you have already in the table.
Yes.
Okay. And have you also worked on Power BI service?
Yes, I worked on
Okay.
that.
So what all different type of roles we have in Power BI service?
Uh, you mean the access privileges, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we have admin, member,
Hmm.
contributor, and viewer access.
Okay. So what all difference, like how we can decide that we can give this person admin, we can give this person a user. So how you will decide that?
So basically, admin has all access permissions. He can create workspace, delete workspace.
Hmm.
He has all the rights. And
Hmm.
member can be someone, it could be a developer or clients who might require any access to the data sets.
Okay.
Contributor would not have access to the data set.
Okay.
Um, and viewer would be the end users. They'll not have access to anything. It's only like read only mode. Okay, they can
Read
only
only
see.
for viewers.
Hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Vaishnavi, let's move on to the SQL because you have told that you worked on SQL as well. So, how you will delete the duplicates? If I have some duplicates in the table, how you will delete that?
Duplicates.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a very common scenarios that if two duplicates are there, and I don't want to see in the report, right? So, how you will handle those duplicates? Do you handle it on the SQL side or do you handle on the Power BI side?
It depends on the situation, right? Suppose that records are
Hmm.
required but just not to be shown on the Power BI, then we can do it in the Power BI
Hmm.
side. If not, we can delete it in the
Okay,
SQL
how?
side only. Hmm.
Can you explain me like the methods? How you will do
Uh,
that in SQL if you know, or maybe in the Power BI? It doesn't matter because I am the end user. So if you
hmm.
do it in SQL or if you do it in Power BI, it doesn't matter to the end users, right? So how
Correct.
you will delete those records?
In in SQL, I think we can use delete function, but to check
Hmm.
um, to check if there are any duplicates, we can take the count
Hmm.
function and check if those rows
Hmm.
are greater than one.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Count of those rows have greater than one, then you will delete
Then,
that. Okay.
ha.
Okay. One more SQL scenario I'll give you. You need to find like salary of an salary of the employees whose salary is greater than the average salary in the department. How you will do that?
Mm. We can use a inner query.
Write a query to find employee whose salary is greater than the average salary in their department.
Ha. We can use like a inner query. In the inner query,
Okay.
so select the salary from employees
Hmm.
where salary is greater than, and in the inner query,
Hmm.
select average salary from the employees.
Okay.
Select
Okay.
salary from the
Have you used CTs?
yes.
Okay, so what's the difference between CTs and subqueries?
Hmm.
Just tell me the use case, right? So why we use CT, why we use subqueries? Just the basic.
CTs are basically used to reduce the uh, reduce it's basically for code reusage. Like suppose we have to
Okay.
refer some function
Hmm.
or some
Hmm.
column or something again in the same view or table. Instead of writing
Hmm.
it whole thing again, we can use a
Hmm.
CT and reuse it in our view multiple times like a function.
Correct. Hmm.
And subquery is like a query within a query. It can be quite more complicated, I guess. CTs are much
Hmm.
simpler.
Hmm.
Subquery is like
Okay.
a query within a
Okay.
query. Yeah.
Okay. Have you used rank and dense rank? What's the difference between them?
Uh, yes. So rank function. So suppose we have few columns. Rank
Hmm.
function will uh, rank them, but if there
Hmm.
are any ties, it will skip the
Hmm.
number and go to the next number
Hmm.
to
It will skip the rank. Hmm. Hmm. Now you can connect with me on TopMate. Okay, so if you want one-on-one career guidance or a resume review or a mock-up interview, you can directly connect with me on TopMate and book your time slots. Okay, so I have all these services like how to crack Power BI interview, mock interview, career guidance. Okay, and also you can download all the free and paid resources here. So for Power BI interview checklist is there, Power BI project explanation which is free, data analyst roadmap which is free, Power BI question ask at EY, which all are free resources which you download it. And also there are paid resources which you can download from here. So it will be like a real time Power BI interviews questions and the SQL interview questions with answers. Okay, so here you can download it. Also you can check the testimonials, what people are saying. Apart from that, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm active on LinkedIn. I have 24k followers on LinkedIn, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn. So have a great day and thank you so much.